My name is Ed Payton, and I'm the mission facilitator for Boston Avenue United Methodist Church. The missions part of Boston Avenue is not really a separate kind of entity. It pervades everything we do at Boston Avenue. One of our 9 core values is to develop mission partnerships as Christ's love in action. And this is a very giving church. This is a church who just wants to know not only what to do, but that what they're doing makes a difference. They're not interested in just waving their own flag. They're interested in having impact in the world and sharing God's love through that. So what we try and do with missions and the work area on mission, which is the body of members here at Boston Avenue that oversees all of the different mission activities, is to have it permeate everything we do. You know, that core value that we have related to missions, and a lot of the 9 core values relate to missions in one way or the other, but the one that specifically addresses it is developing mission partnerships as Christ's love in action. And the reason that is an important statement is because it could have said developing missions as Christ's love in action, which means that we would be the doers. We would be the ones who would go out and take care of all the mission activity, every part of it. But that's not who we are. We rely upon experts and use their experience, their education, their expertise to make sure that what we do is leveraged in having a bigger impact. We have over 55 partners throughout this area and the state, in which we partner with those folks to use their education, expertise, and efficiencies that they have already built up to make sure that we have the maximum amount of impact with our mission activities. You know, the work area mission has a variety of funding sources, but one of its most important ones are the 3 mission offerings that the Boston Avenue Church has each year, and the Easter offering is the first of those 3. And these funds will be used to help fund the Methodist work that's done at camps all across the state, so that as young children go to camps, they can have the very best experience and learn about spiritual growth and development. It's also used to help pay for our campus ministries, not only for doing the camps, but also the campus, so that these, as they go through their college experience, have the support and nurture of a faith community. And then in addition to that, we use these funds to fund specific ministry efforts. Among them, we have each summer for the past several summers in July, we partner with an organization that does international famine relief called Rise Against Hunger. The cost of that is helped paid for by the Easter offering. Another ministry that will receive funds from this is the CJAM, which is the Justice and Mercy Ministry program that we are associated with. They have a New Day camp each summer for the children of incarcerated individuals, as well as 2 halfway houses in the state, one here in Tulsa, the Exodus House, that helps folks and it's been a very successful program. The recidivism rate among the graduates of the Exodus House is incredibly small, and so these funds are necessary funds to enable us to do this important work.
Hello, my name is Jessica McGee. I am the Executive Director for Smiles of Faith Mobile Dental Clinic.
My name is Jason Holland, and I'm a dentist with Smiles of Faith.
So Smiles of Faith is a mobile dental clinic. We provide free basic dental care to individuals in need. We currently are partnered with several churches, including Boston Avenue and Metropolitan Baptist Church and Morning Star Baptist Church and Vernon AME. And we park the dental van at those locations, at those different locations, and we use their buildings as a reception area to check in patients. We are able to see patients for again, basic dental care. So cleanings and fillings, extractions, things like that.
You know, one of the newest programs that we are a part of and have led in the creation of is the Smiles of Faith Mobile Dental Clinic. And the great thing about this is it's not only reaching people who can't afford to get important dental services, but it also is a partnership that goes across denomination lines and across geographic lines. There are 5 churches, mostly in northern and downtown area of Tulsa, that have come together and worked through this process of developing this important mobile dental clinic. So we're really excited about the impact it's having not only in the lives of those who are patients at the mobile clinic, but also in putting together this consortium of folks who are committed to sharing God's love in new and different ways.
So Pastor Wiggs was really the driving force behind this. You know, a lot of vision on his part to put together this team of churches. You know, he relied on his relationship that he's built with the pastors of these other churches within North Tulsa, and because of that, he was able to build relationships that are helping Smiles of Faith function. Because truly, without the other churches as a part of this, we wouldn't have a mobile dental clinic. It would be a one-stop location. But you know, there are so many patients who can only come to one or the other sites. You know, so they don't have transportation, or they have transportation issues, and it's very helpful for us to be at these different locations because it's closer for certain patients. So. But it was 5 or 6 years ago that actually this conversation came about. So Smiles of Faith is not something that is brand new. The idea was birthed years ago. And the committee that was put together for Smiles of Faith took time to survey Tulsa and to look at, you know, what is the biggest need. Dental care was one of the greatest needs that was seen, and the committee decided to begin raising money to support this idea of a mobile dental clinic that targeted North Tulsa specifically. And the idea behind that is truly, from a public health standpoint, is really just trying to provide equity in dental care, so, and in healthcare in general, but equity meaning we're making the playing field even, so that everyone has access to quality care.
Smiles of Faith is unique in that it's not just a dental practice, it's also a ministry. And we are supported by donations from members of the congregation, from members of the community, who have all seen a need and have wanted to do something to help their neighbors. And so this is something that's very unique. You know, we don't charge patients for the services that we provide. It's 100% donation. We work hand in hand with the churches that are partnered with us. It's not just the dental. We also ask questions about if they have any needs as far as spiritual needs, if they have need for prayer. So it's very unique. It's not like going into a private office and being seen and then leaving. We really do try to look at the whole person when a patient comes into our chair. So it's kind of fun to be able to do that.
I've had several patients come to me after they've met him. And I've noticed, you know, they go in and they're a little timid and they're afraid of what to expect. They think, well, it's free, so it's probably not going to be nice, or it's probably not going to be someone who actually cares about what they're doing. They won't care that I'm in pain. They don't care, you know, all of these things. And then they come back to me in tears and just saying only the nicest things about, you know, Dr. Holland. They had a chance to meet him, and our dental assistant Sarah and our dental hygienist Claudia, and they love every single person, and they say, oh my gosh, I had no idea that he was going to be so gentle. I had no idea that he was going to care so much.
So we see everybody and a little bit of everything, We see some patients who have had, routine dental care up until maybe a year or two ago, and they lost their insurance or they lost a job, or just something in life changed and kind of took them out of their habit of, maintaining their oral health. But I would say that our average patient, it's been many, many years since they've had any access to dental treatment at all. We've had some patients who've never been seen by a dentist, or maybe they've never had a cleaning, or maybe it's just been 5 or 10 or 15 or 20 years. So our average probably falls in that range, probably about 10 years since the last dental visit. If they've been seen more regularly, maybe it's been just a few years. But the average patient that we see really has been looking for something like this for some time. I mean, we hear it all the time. We hear it almost every day. This is an answer to prayer for them, because they knew that they had needs. Maybe they've been in pain, maybe it's just been a while, but they didn't know how they were going to have those needs met. So we hear that almost every single day, that it's been an answer to prayer. So that's nice to hear.
You can genuinely see the heart and feel the heart of every single person who is a part of this group. Our hearts are here to help people, and I think that is something that is commonly said. Every time you hear someone going into healthcare, you ask them, well, why do you want to do it? Oh, I just want to help people. That's actually true here. We could not function without our volunteers giving of their time and their talent. I just love each and every one of them. They come in with smiling faces. They love our patients. Dr. Holland and I joke and say, we have the best patients in Tulsa, by far, hands down, best patients. And so we're excited. We are genuinely excited to do this and to give back the way that I know God intends for us to do.
It's not just Dr. McGee and I who are making this operation run. And it's not just the board, and it's not just the donors. It's also people who come, who sacrifice their time. They could be doing anything, and they come and they help us as volunteers to check in patients, to make sure that when the patient arrives, they feel welcome. Many of the patients are arriving and they're feeling anxious, anxiety, and having that warm, smiling face there to greet them is huge. So one of the things that I always try to say every chance I get is thank you so much to the people who are working to help us accomplish what we're doing. We have 2 volunteers right now that are here just as we're doing this interview, who are working our front desk, and our patients come in and they feel welcome. They feel like we want them to be here, and that's been critical to our success up to this point. Brush and floss every day. Go see your dentist on a regular basis. If you don't have a dental home, find one. If we can help you in any way, let us know. And if you'd like to partner with us, we're always looking for help.